Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Walk. As you can see, we're deep in the heart of Texas. We're in Dallas, Texas, outside the American Airlines Arena. And the first time I laid eyes in Dallas with Will Cain, you were coming to a game here.
Welcome. Glad to have you in Texas.
Thank you.
That's right. The first time we saw each other, I was headed to see the Dallas Mavericks. And this is the home. Good. This is the home of the Mavericks, the Stars. Last time I was here was a Dallas Stars playoff game. This is a lot of fun right here. This is Victory Plaza.
Well, and you know, a lot of people, first time they ever laid eyes on Will Cain, you were on that other sports channel.
That's true. I spent 5 years at ESPN. It was a great 5 years of my career. Had a lot of fun debating sports, honed my skills on debating some of the best performers in our business, Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
But now I'm really happy, thrilled, not just to be home in Texas, but at Fox News.
Indeed. Yes. Okay, so you were born in Sherman, Texas, which is about an hour north of Dallas. But then you went away. But then you came back. Why'd you come? What is it about Dallas?
Well, first of all, I feel like I've had wanderlust my whole life. I have gone away from Texas numerous times. I moved to Montana for a year. I went to California for college. I lived in New York, but there was always a pull.
You lived in Tennessee during COVID.
I lived in Tennessee during COVID, but there was always a pull. My wife is from Texas. I'm from Texas. These are my people. This is my culture, and this is where I want to raise my boys.
You know, and the thing about Dallas is it is a boom town. That right there is Goldman Sachs?
So this is the future home of Goldman Sachs in Dallas, 5,000 jobs. You can see the sign says the heart of Y'all Street.
Right.
We have the Texas Stock Exchange, big financial firms moving to Dallas, and you can't see it because of the tree, but just beyond the tree is the home of the Fox News studios and the Will Cain Show.
And in fact, you, as we walk through Scott Schott right here, you work down here. You do go for a morning walk. I know your wife, Kathleen, goes for a morning walk along the Katy Trail, which is a very popular spot here in Texas.
She does. She walks every morning. Now, she would say, Will, don't go on the television and lie. You're not always on the morning walk. But it's primarily to walk the dogs. And I thought about bringing Saint and Violet, but I figured the whole walk would be Saint, come here, heel.
So, Chihuahua?
Yes, exactly. No, 2 Doberman.
2 Dobermans, are you crazy? Let's cross right here. That's a lot. That would have been a lot to bring on a morning walk. All right, as we go to, so this is called Victory Park?
Victory Plaza right here, Victory Park, this entire area. And it's a big growing development. It's a lot of young people live, it's high rises. And Dallas over time is becoming more urban, more dense, more full of high rises.
Listen, I've been coming here for about 10 years. My daughter, Sally, went to SMU. Something I've noticed is when people see me, and like yesterday, I was at the grocery store, they go, hey, Steve, you know, Will Cain shops at this store. And then I went to the barber shop. Hey, Steve, you know, Will Cain comes here. I was at the car wash yesterday, and they go, you know, Will Cain comes here. I think you, right after George W. Bush, you could be the second most famous person who lives in Dallas right now.
Right. We just walked past statues of Dirk Nowitzki and Mike Modano. I think I'm well down the list, Steve.
Well, wherever I go, it's like this is where Will Cain works and lives and does all that stuff. And in fact, this place right here, as you can see from the logo on the wall, they changed it to the Will Dallas, the W Dallas.
My initials are everywhere.
They are indeed. Now, the weird thing about you coming back to Texas is when you were a kid, couldn't wait to get out and see the world. But when you thought about Dallas, you thought, oh, it's a little fancy.
So I grew up, as you mentioned, in Sherman. It's about an hour north of here. You know, like every small town kid, I wanted to stretch my legs and fly.
Yep.
I moved to all those various places we talked about, but one of the places I never really wanted to move was Dallas. I thought it was all people driving BMWs and big hair.
Fancy.
And fancy.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more pleased. I love Dallas. It's a wonderful place to live. There's a lot of energy, a lot of commerce. But maybe what you experience when people say, I've seen Will, is a lot of friendliness. It's Texas.
No, and you know, one of the things is during the summer, it's hot. The weather is substantial. But everybody is friendly. Everybody's got air conditioning. It's not like everybody's out walking, although I will be driving around, and we come down here all the time. And we're thinking about relocating here as well because, you know, Sally's here. When I say relocating, just coming down here more often. So many people are out walking on the Katy Trail when it's 100 degrees.
It's 100 degrees, not right now.
No,
it's actually starting to feel like fall.
65
It's
degrees.
not just football season that makes it feel like fall. The weather has started to turn. We had a wonderful summer this year. We had only like 6 days of 100. But look, you've got air conditioning. You want to be active. You're out and about.
Indeed. Real quickly, people know you from ESPN. They know that you've got the show at 4 o'clock. But a lot of people don't realize that Will Cain, in addition to everything else, was quite an entrepreneur.
Steve, the first thing I did after law school was actually move to Montana, write the great American novel that no one's ever going to see, and work a ranch.
What was it about?
You're never going to see it, you're never going to read it, and that's the most you'll ever hear me talk about it.
Okay.
But after that, I decided I need to get serious. So I did small town newspapers north of Dallas. I started a Latino media business. Some succeeded, some failed. At some point, my wife and I said, let's move to New York. If you lived in Italy in 100 AD, you'd want to live in Rome.
Right.
So we moved to New York, and then I started this career, which, like everything else, was entrepreneurial for me. I hadn't asked for a job, so I created a television pilot that I thought would be good on TV. It didn't get on TV.
No.
But eventually, after a lot of grinds, it did place me on TV.
It's awesome, and it has brought you to where you are today. This is, I know during COVID you moved to Tennessee, but then just the offer from our company apparently said, hey, Will, why don't you do a show from Texas?
Well, I know our bosses are watching because I know they love Deuce on the Loose, and I love your morning walk, so I don't want to reveal any behind-the-scenes negotiation, but people ask me all the time, how did you negotiate this? And the answer is, I didn't give you your own show. They said, and we want you to host it from Texas.
A dream come true.
It was an absolute, for me, it's not just a dream come true. It feels like I pulled up from half court, shot it, it went off the glass, and somehow was through the hoop.
Victory.
Victory, Steve. Exactly, victory.
It's where we are. All right. So, Will, your show is 4 o'clock Eastern. What are you going to do between now and then?
Well, first of all, I'm going to do Will Cain Country, which is at noon on the Fox News YouTube, the Will Cain Country YouTube, and the Fox News Facebook page. That's an everyday experience where we just hang out with the audience. We talk about the news. It's a relaxed environment. We have some fun. And then by 4 o'clock, it's time to go. It's ready for the Will Cain show.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, why don't we, before you do that, why don't we go to the car wash? I just want to show people I know Will Cain.
Man, it's great to have you here.
All right.
Thank you.
I know it's back that way. That's the morning walk with Will Cain. Will, come on, let's go.
All right.
They're going to love you at the car wash.
I'm going to get the deluxe package.